What's up, Mets fans? Welcome back to the channel, and we are jumping right to the gun in this breaking news that we have over the past hour at the time of recording this, and that is from Mike Puma. I originally saw for the New York Post tweeted this out, the article that yes, acting GM for the New York Mets and Zack Scott has been arrested early Tuesday morning around 4 a.m. or so on alleged DUI charges. So I just want to say, you've got to be kidding me. My initial reaction to this was, of course it's the New York Mets. They can't go one day without a scandal happening. Here we have the Javi Baez latest incident and the thumbs down notion. You think that was done? No. Now we have this. It's endless. It is never ending when it comes to the New York Mets and having scandals left and right. And one thing that we have learned is that even with Steve Cohen coming in as owner, as much as I love Steve, the scandals are still coming. What a whirlwind of a first year it has been for Steve Cohen as owner. Now you have Zack Scott, who, might I add, wasn't even the original GM for the Mets, because the original guy they hired in Jared Porter that we've done videos on the channel ended up getting cut loose because he ended up being a little bit of a pervert. So then you have his good friend actually in Zack Scott, because they worked up together in the Red Sox organization. Zack Scott, who was the analytics guru, went for an interview to be the next GM of the Mets this past offseason, didn't get it, was hired as assistant GM, then became acting GM when Jared Porter and everything came out with him. He's no longer in the MLB. I believe he's on suspension for at least a year or so. But no less, Zack Scott comes in. I've actually liked Zack Scott quite a bit. And while this is an end-all situation, you'd have to wonder what his future holds here, because now there has been a statement from the New York Mets and saying that they're obviously incredibly disappointed here. He will not be with the team for their next road trip, and then they will go from there to see what is eventually going to happen for Zack Scott's future with the club. And to be quite honest with you, I will be a little surprised if he's back with the team, just because Steve Cohen has been adamant on trying to get away from these scandals, at least from a management side of things. We've had it happen this past year, not just with Jared Porter, but even Sandy Alderson, what came out through The Athletic, and that Steve Cohen started an investigation throughout the workplace and management and all across, whether it doesn't matter what department it was, for Citi Field and the Mets, to make it a better workplace environment. There was some things tied with Sandy Alderson on the people he brought back coming in as president for the Mets, and some people weren't happy about within the organization. Nothing really came of it since we made that video on the channel a couple months ago. I'll have it in the description down below if you guys want to check it out again. But it is just endless with the Mets here. And Zack Scott, who's an acting GM, which means that there is no official approval that he will be back as the official GM after this season. You'd have to wonder now that he's probably going to get cut tied, whether he is going to get fired here because of the actual alleged DUI situation, or just when the season's end, similar to Luis Rojas. I know a lot of you guys watching this don't love Luis Rojas as the manager for the Mets. He has not been extended on his contract after this season, and I've said it in previous videos like we did on major changes we can expect Steve Cohen to do in the offseason. We might not just potentially see it with the manager, but also the GM now in Zack Scott. So I don't know what the future is going to hold. Only time will tell. I'm sure that we will discuss it on the channel live streams when it happens, if Zack Scott stays as a GM for the Mets for the remainder of the season, or if they actually cut ties with him now and feel that this is too much. Because again, getting a DUI, a stupid thing. It's definitely not a good look at all, but considering all the other factors that are going on with the Mets in this past year, you really do have to wonder if this is going to be the last straw for Zack Scott. You know, one and done type thing. I always feel that people are deserving of being given second chances. I don't think Zack Scott's a bad guy. He just made a stupid mistake. Now, are the Mets going to keep him and let him kind of rebound from it, or are they going to cut ties here? Only the future will hold that, but I definitely want to know all your thoughts in the comments below, guys, because Zack Scott was a guy that I've been looking pretty highly on, honestly. I've liked the moves that he's made since becoming GM, and I was looking forward to him potentially becoming the current GM, the normal GM, heading into the offseason and beyond, knowing the connections that he has, the analytics driven part of his actual game, being a GM for the Mets right now. And while he wasn't initially brought in as the normal GM, he was assistant GM, he has a really credible resume right now, and he has connections with Theo Epstein, so you have to wonder how that will all tie in going forward. But no less, unbelievably disappointed. This is only the New York Mets for them to somehow, some way get multiple scandals in a week. How more scandals than I can count on my hands, it feels like, since Steve Cohen became owner, and that isn't even including everything, and I mean everything, that happened during the Wilpons era, and we all know how terrible and abysmal that was. So Mets fans, let me know all your thoughts in the comments below here on the Zack Scott situation. Let me know if you think that he's going to get fired right away, if you feel he should be fired, or do you think he's deserved of a second chance, and maybe that he'll just part ways with the Mets in the offseason if they don't make him current GM. Maybe if they bring in, say, a Theo Epstein or someone that'll be controlling all baseball operations, that'll have a significant say. Again, I'm not sure, but I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts as always. If you guys enjoyed this video somehow, I know it's not positive, I'm not happy about it, I did not want to make this video, but no less, if you enjoyed the information, please make sure to smash that like and subscribe on, sharing this video with your friends, put on the notification bell, all those great things. If you guys want consistent Mets content on all things regarding surrounding the New York Mets, this is the place to be. And I wouldn't be here if it wasn't if it wasn't for all of you lovely people. So thank you all so much again for the continued support. Let me know your thoughts down below. And yes, I know it's kind of funny to say this, but yeah, let's go Mets.